No?
No.
All right, well, as the mother of the victim's child says, yes, this is yet another senseless killing, over a trivial misunderstanding. They come before me all too often. However, you did take responsibility early, and yes, proving someone's intent to kill is very difficult to do in these type of cases. So I understand the people's reasoning for making this offer. But it is still promised, and I'm going to honor that promise, a substantial sentence. So on your plea of guilty to manslaughter in the first degree, I sentence you as promised and as recommended by the district attorney to a determinate sentence of 15 years to be followed by 5 years of post-release supervision. The surcharge will be deferred. That is the sentence of the court.
Thank you, Judge.
Come up for a second.
Family, what's good? Welcome back to A Place to Conversate, where we talk entertainment, politics, sports, pop culture, social issues, and everything in between. Today, family, we're talking about the Jaia Cruz case. The case where the transgender man fatally stabbed United States postal worker Ray Hodges in the Harlem bodega at the beginning of this year, back in January. He was just recently sentenced to a 15-year manslaughter charge for taking this man's life. He was originally charged with second-degree murder, but the penalty was decreased to a manslaughter charge. Now he's going to get 15 years with 5 years probation. On top of that, he's going to serve his sentence in a female correctional facility. Do you agree with this? Do you think that this was a fair sentence? And do you think that if he was a regular man who didn't carry himself as a transgender woman, would this sentence have been the same? I say no. This dude gotta be all of 6'5", 6'7", talking about he's a woman first. Because of your sexual orientation, you get leniency when it comes to criminal charges. If this was a regular man who committed the same act, I guarantee you, his penalty would have been much more stiffer and his sentence would have been a lot longer. But because he carries himself or thinks of himself as a woman, he gets a smack on the wrist, so to speak. And not only that, 15 years, that's light work. He'll be out in 7, maybe 6, depending on good time. This is Ray Hodges. This is the U.S. postal worker who Mr. Cruz took his life for absolutely no reason because they got into an argument over who was first in line. Mr. Hodges was on his lunch break ordering him a sandwich in a New York Harlem bodega. This dude started the altercation, spit on Mr. Hodges, which of course in retaliation Mr. Hodges threw a bottle of juice at him. And in return, this clown put out a knife and stabbed dude to death. Listen, man. I'd rather you punch me in my face, stomp me out before you spit on me. You understand? That's one of the most, that is not one of the most, that's the most disgusting, disrespectful things you could do to another human being. Word. Don't spit on me. All bets are off, you spit on me. But anyway, I don't blame Mr. Hodges. You know what I mean? Man, spit on him. And come on, man. Got transgender on top of that. Oh, my God. Could you imagine? Oh, absolutely my man was upset and ready to take it there. Absolutely. I don't blame him one bit. And the family's very upset. You know what I mean? They don't think that this was a fair sentence at all.
Family members of the victim say they were hoping for a stiffer sentence.
In 15 years, her life goes on. Ray Hodges III, dead. Gone, not coming back. So, I have a problem with that.
Do you believe that he received this sentence simply because of his sexual orientation? And not only that, we didn't talk about the fact why weren't federal charges also handed down because of this crime? He was a federal employee. from my understanding, if you commit a crime against a federal employee, that's also a federal charge. I might be wrong. If I am, hit me in the comments to let me know if I'm wrong or not. But come on. This dude was an upstanding man in the community. He had no issues. He was a hardworking man. Had a family man with children. And on top of that, this guy gets to dictate where he's going to be serving his time at in a female's correctional facility. Wow. This dude should be playing basketball for the New York Knicks or the Minnesota Timberwolves or something. Hands big as baseball mitts. Adam's apple big as baseball. Shoulders wide as Dwight Howard's. But yet, he's a woman. So that's what we're doing today. So today, I'm a billionaire white man. Can I get away with that? I'm in my mind, I'm a billionaire white man. Can I get away with that? Or would you consider me being delusional? Is that just as delusional as this dude talk about he's a woman? Huh? So if he can talk about he's a woman, then I'm a billionaire white man. I can't get away with that, right? I would be the most delusional, crazy, someone who needs mental health treatment. But yet, homie can get away with that. And again, this ain't no disrespect to the LGBTQ community. You understand? I have no problem with the LGBTQ. But if you're wrong, you're wrong. And in my mind, from what I understand, the way I was raised, that's a whole man. Simply because he referred to himself or considers himself a woman doesn't mean that I have to consider him a woman. And again, that's no disrespect to the LGBTQ. That's just reality. I prefer to live in a realm of reality, where others prefer to live in a realm of fantasy. I don't consider that reality. But if you want to live in a land of fantasy, be my guest. But listen, family, hit me in the comments and let me know what you think about this Jaia Cruz, Ray Hodges case. Do you think that Jaia Cruz was handed down a fair sentence? Do you think that 15 years with 5 years probation is a significant penalty for the crime that was committed? Do you think that the same crime committed by a man would have received the same penalty? Or was he given concessions and leniency due to the fact of his sexual orientation? Hit me in the comments to let me know either way, whether you agree, disagree, all opinions are welcome. And remember, until the next time, family, stay safe and be well.